It's no longer news to anyone that several Xbox games, in addition to launching on PC on day one, eventually end up coming to PlayStation and other platforms. And apparently, what so many feared is now happening. Is Sony going to do the same? Let's talk about that today. Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Matt's voice narrator, and today we're going to talk about a topic that stirred up some controversy over the past few days. Are we about to see Spider-Man coming to Xbox? We all know that Microsoft no longer cares much about keeping games exclusive to their platform. So over the past few months, we've seen several major Xbox titles making their way to PlayStation. But up to now, we haven't seen the same from Sony. And to be fair, that was all part of Microsoft's strategy. But back to the topic. Apparently, Sony has noticed that Microsoft is now making way more profit by releasing games across multiple platforms. Especially with the recent reports showing Microsoft games ranking among the top sellers on the PS5 right now. With that in mind, it looks like Sony might be ready to test the same strategy. And even though some say it's not technically a Sony game, Death Stranding did end up being released on the green side, on Xbox, a while ago. And soon, we're also getting the highly praised Helldivers 2. But could even more Sony games be on the way? A thought I see many players having is this. It feels like Microsoft and Steam are getting closer, and like I mentioned before, Microsoft is now making millions from game sales on PlayStation. Sony knows that if Xbox fully integrates Steam support, all their titles might end up there eventually, whether they want it or not. So it might actually make more sense for them to start releasing their games officially on the Xbox Store, so they can take a bigger share of the profit. So here's where the rumor started, all because of a post made on Insomniac's social media. For those who don't know, Insomniac is the studio behind the Spider-Man games. And if I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong, but I think they were once a Microsoft studio, like when they released that old game Sunset Overdrive. Anyway, what happened was they posted this image you're seeing right now. Spider-Man sitting on a radio tower with the caption, that alone made a ton of fans start speculating, thinking it could be a teaser or hint about a possible Xbox release. However, nothing official has been said so far by Insomniac Games. In fact, a few years ago, they even stated that they had no plans to release their games on Xbox in the future. But like I mentioned earlier, times are changing, companies are shifting focus, and who knows? Maybe sometime soon we'll see this game, and maybe others, coming to Xbox as well. After all, some of you might remember, old Spider-Man games did used to come out for Xbox. Sadly, ever since Sony bought the rights, we haven't seen any new Spider-Man games on Xbox. And worse, those older titles aren't even available digitally anymore. Still, if you search hard enough, you can find physical copies out there. They're rare, but they exist. But hey, what do you think? Should Spider-Man come to Xbox, or is it better off staying on PlayStation? Would you like to see more blue side exclusives making their way to our green side consoles? Let me know down in the comments. And if you can, tell us which country you're watching from. I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. That's it for today's video. See you around.